Tell me, darling, could we run away? We could hide away by the cactus desert blue. I can see it just a mile away from this crowded place. I could lay there next to you.
Hey friends, welcome back to our channel, Best Freaking Friends Forever. Thank you guys again for tuning in and watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so down below. Comment, like, tell us what you think. And so today we're going to talk about Clueless. So it was released on July 19th of 1995. Its budget was $12 million. Opening weekend, it made almost all of its budget back. It made $11 million. And with inflation today, that'd be $19 million. And then gross US, it made $57 million, which with today's inflation would be 98. And worldwide, it did the same. So $57 million with inflation, 98. So it was a pretty big movie. For the day.
I watched it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always liked the clothes. The clothes were always fun. And even though I watched it at a younger age, I didn't understand the lingo so much. And some of the things they were talking about, they would say certain things. Like I remember them using the word virginity. And I was like, huh? So I didn't understand some of the things they would talk about, but I just loved, it was really fun to watch, just the colors and the stuff they did.
And it actually was like, now that you mention that, that kind of brings back more, like I watched the movie recently as an adult, because I first, of course, watched it as a teenager, and it brings back like the virginity you mentioned. It's actually kind of a wholesome movie, because the girls, I mean, Dion does her thing. But Cher is just kind of like waiting, which I feel like wasn't like, I mean, that was not a popular view, even in the mid-90s, it wouldn't have been. So it was pretty wholesome. And the fashion, like Tiffany mentioned, amazing, like still really cute stuff. I'll look at, I watched it, at Christmas and thought like, that's still stuff that I can see, especially with the 90s making it come back. The plaid, her little plaid skirt outfit. I remember at the beginning, like,
the yellow outfit is a big like Halloween costume to wear. Yeah. Because that's, if you wear that, you know who you are for Halloween. Cher. Yeah, that's Cher.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The music, we mentioned that, like the music is iconic, the soundtrack. Paul Rudd. Oh,
I know. Love him.
Do you have anything, Shelly?
And I feel like that's the first time they had, like, with Christian being her love interest for a little bit, and them being like, not so much.
He was gay. And this movie is based off of
Emma,
yes, the story Emma.
True, I forgot.
And I think that's because I'm like growing up, I remember watching, I'm like, I love this movie, I love it, I like the matchmaking that she does and all that. And then I grew up and realized that it was based on Emma, and I love the story of Emma. Yes. And when I put the two to two together, it's like, well, no wonder I like Clueless so much.
Yes, I'd forgotten that it had that base.
Yeah. Because she's a matchmaker and she matches the teachers, and I love that with the cute little, she meets her and Dion help the teacher.
Yeah,
just a quick makeover.
Yes,
and because I love when they do makeovers in movies.
Yes, I do.
And they did that cute little makeover real quick and gave her they gave him coffee to drink with her, and then they end up getting married.
Well, and how she argues her way, because her dad's a lawyer.
Yeah.
And so she argues her way to better grades.
And he's proud of her for it.
Yeah, and he's proud of her for it. Yep. And mom, I think her mom is gone. I don't think they ever really say, do they say what happens to the mom?
They don't.
I think so.
Yeah, they have the beautiful, like the huge portrait of the mother that's like in the foyer area. But they never say exactly what happens to her or what happened to her. It's just dad and Cher and stepbrother,
which is weird.
But I don't remember seeing a stepmom.
Talk about her,
because they do talk about her, and she does call the house.
Yeah, she calls, and then he doesn't want to eat. He doesn't want to eat some dinner with the stepdad, right? The new stepdad,
right?
And he considers Cher kind of his Cher and her dad still his family. She's like, you don't live here. You're gone. Like, she was always irritated with him.
Yes. Until the end.
I know, like the whole fountain scene.
Yes.
when she's coming to realize.
Yeah. I
Well, I
love
think it's
Josh.
cool how he drops everything for her and goes and gets her after she's.
Mhm.
And I guess Paul Rudd really was mugged before that too, like or during shooting or something like that, or filming.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So, but I thought that was kind of cool that he did drop everything to go get her and
Yeah.
help her out.
So we always do favorite part. So what's your favorite part, Shelley?
I like the part at the end where they're sitting and they're going through, which I think is crazy too, because I don't think you would really be allowed to do this today, but when they're going through her dad's stuff, trying to help with all the legal case, and the other lawyer yells at her for misplacing all the files, and Josh takes up for her, and she's crying basically, and he goes and comforts her, and that's when they really kind of
that
feelings for one another.
Right. In that scene, the lawyer yells at her, "You highlighted the wrong date." That is the date her dad told her to highlight. So it wasn't on her. She didn't make that mistake because she highlighted the wrong date. She did what her dad, and he was the lead lawyer on the case.
Yeah.
That scene made me mad.
Well, I just like how Josh took up for her, and then that's when they kind of got together. And then the whole flower or the catching the bouquet thing. He's like, "Listen, we've got this running." He's like, "You've got to do it." She's like, "It's in the bag," and I'm like, I like that part too.
I still have a little bit of a creep factor because he's in college and she's still in high school.
Yeah.
She just turned 16.
Yes. I mean, if you really dissect it, like it is a little bit creepy because yes, that was her stepbrother growing up, so there's that dynamic, and then the fact that she's 16. I mean, she looks much. I mean, she doesn't look old, but she looks mature for 16 because of her fashion sense.
Right.
And then you get that element of like, yeah, he's in college and she's 16. I like the scene where, like it's at the beginning of the movie, her closet.
Yes,
her closet's amazing.
Too. I love it because she's like has the computer and can pick out the outfits, and that is my favorite too.
Yes.
I love that part.
I love the closet.
The mismatch, yeah. Though I need one of those to tell me what matches and what doesn't.
Design one.
I could.
You could design one and market it and sell it. Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
That's a good man. Wonder if that ever. I'm sure. Like Japan is really known for having that kind of technology.
Yeah.
I bet over there they have closets like that.
Yeah. I'm sure there's something of some kind that exists, or some app that you can take a picture of yourself and it could be like, do not wear this.
Or you can design an app. There you
Yes.
go. You'd be good at it.
I'm not good at anything with technology, but with fashion, yeah, I would have to have somebody smart with technology design that.
Right.
Well, I think we need to talk about Brittany Murphy.
Yes.
For young Brittany Murphy. I mean,
What's her
holy
name?
cow. Brittany Murphy. Oh, her name is Ty.
Ty.
Ty. And I spelled T-A-I was her.
Cute. Yeah,
Mhm.
the
Ty
evolution of Brittany Murphy is crazy.
She plays in a movie called, and I've never heard of it. It was called Ramen Girl,
Yes.
and it is so. And I'm not a Brittany Murphy fan. I didn't like her in this, in Clueless, but I watched her in that. Tony made me
I
sit
remember
down.
you talking about that.
Made me sit down and watch it, and it is just wholesome. It like made me cry. It's just a. It's
I
a
need
good
to watch
one.
Ramen movie because that's been mentioned, since her death as like her standout.
Yes, for sure. That it is such an underrated movie. I'm like, why did it not get more attention than it did? I liked it.
What year did it come out?
I don't know. Let me look.
It was like early mid 2000s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's been gone a while now.
She
I
has.
think. I mean, it seems like it's been a while. Well, just like, I don't know. Her acting in this, I mean, it wasn't bad, but when she turns on Cher, or when Cher turns on her, it's kind of like, man. Like when they're talking about the fireplace and she tells her, what'd she say to her? She said, "You're a virgin and you can't drive." And I'm like, holy cow, okay.
It was some harsh words exchange, especially for this movie, I think. Some harsh words.
Well, that's what she says to her. She's like, "That's harsh, Ty." Or that's way harsh.
Now, like I love makeover scenes too, but I think if you translate that into today's culture, like what Cher did with Ty could be seen almost as bullying, or as, just trying to change who someone is.
Mm-hmm.
She was very sweet about it, but like very targeted, like this girl can't dress, this girl needs this, that, and the other.
It was a project.
It was a project.
That's what
It was.
I think calling another woman a project now is not something that
no.
would translate well.
It's not a material thing.
No.
It's a human.
It's a human.
Well, I think I like the end where they do let her kind of like she gets to be with
The skater guy.
yeah, she gets to be with him. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yes, because she still gets like, yes, she gets made over. They do it in Breakfast Club too.
All right, guys. That was Clueless. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We ask you to leave a comment. Let us know if there's a movie you'd like us to talk about. Leave Lindsay a comment. We have her as a guest again for this week. So leave her a comment. And until next time, this is my friend Shelly. My BFFF Shelly. I'm Tiffany. Join us next time, friends, for another great episode.